Welcome again on YouTube channel of Chamila Devi Institute of Pharmacy. In continuation of structure activity relationship of sedative hypnotics. Today we are going to discuss the structure activity relationship of benzodiazepines as sedative hypnotics. So again, similar as the barbiturates, we must know the structure of benzodiazepines, or that is core or the scaffold around which we explore the chemical space or we go for the modification. So take a look of structure of benzodiazepines. Actually, this core structure is called benzodiazepine nucleus, and when we go for the modification in this benzodiazepine nucleus on different locations, it shows sedatives and hypnotic activity. So what are the areas where we go for the modifications in this structure? So ultimately there is the different locations. One is A ring, because this benzodiazepine nucleus is the fuse ring system of benzene in diazepine ring. So ultimately we can go for modification on this benzene ring, as well as we can also go for modification on this diazepine ring system. So definitely there are different locations where we can go for the modifications. The key areas, that is N1 are the nitrogen 1 of benzodiazepine ring, then the carbon 2 where we go for the modifications. Another one is carbon 3 where we go for the modification in the form of some substitutions. It may be alkyl or some other type of group like hydroxy, carboxylic type of things. Then another key area is the double bond, which lies in between the 4th and 5th position of benzodiazepine ring. Apart from that, on carbon number 5, we can also go for the replacement of hydrogen by means of different group, but predominantly we look for the substituted phenyl systems. Apart from that, the another key area, that is the 7th position of this benzodiazepine ring system, where we can do the substitutions in the form of various group. It may be electronegative, it may be electropositive, it may be bulkier, it may be smaller, it may be hydrophobic, it may be hydrophilic. Such type of modification can be carried out on this area. Apart from that, the 3 other locations which is present there, that is 6 number carbon, 8 number carbon and 9 number carbon, is not required much changes. If we go for the modification, then definitely activity is affected in a dramatical fashion. So we take one by one the different modifications which carried out on the benzodiazepine nucleus. So firstly, we take the look of mainly the A ring, that is phenyl ring. And if you look for this phenyl ring, this is giving the maximum potency if the aromatic ring is in the form of phenyl one. That is like this blue area is in the form of phenyl ring only. But that can be replaced by means of heteroaromatic like the pyridine ring or the pyrimidine ring or the pyridazine ring. In that conditions, the activity is somehow reduced. So we try to keep it as phenyl one. We don't go for the heteroaromatic systems. Then if you look for the A ring substitution, that is 7 positions as well as 6, 8 and 9. But I already told that 6, 8 and 9 positions are unfavorable for the activity. If we do some substitutions on 6, 8 and 9 position, then activity of the compound is decreases, and the position which give opportunity to modify the activity, that is the 7th carbon in the form of R7 group. And generally I told there is the various type of groups is there, that may be electron withdrawing group, electron releasing groups, or maybe a bulkier group, or maybe a hydrophilic group, or maybe a lipophilic group. But this positions is give the favor if we do the modification in the form of electron withdrawing group. So ultimately, if the stronger electron withdrawing group which give more potent compound as compared to the moderate electron withdrawing group or poor electron withdrawing group. So if you look for the sequence of electron withdrawing nature, this nitro group is having a highest electron withdrawing phenomena or electron withdrawing property. So if we go for the changes by means of this nitro group, then the compound is giving somehow more potency as compared to cyano or fluoro, bromo or chloro. So we take the example of this, how these modifications change the activity. So ultimately here the two analogues of benzodiazepines, one is nitrazepam, where the 7 positions is replaced by means of nitro group, while the another is nardazepam, where the 7 position is replaced by means of chloro group. So here you look, the T half of nitrazepam is approximately 26 hours, but at the same time if you go for the nardazepam, it having the longest duration of action because its T half is 100 hours, and this T half is average of the limit, that is lowest and highest one. And if you look potency wise, then this nitro derivative, that is nitrazepam, is having a higher potency as compared to their counterpart, that is nardazepam, in which the substitutions at 7 position is carried out by means of chloromoiety, which is having a somehow low electron withdrawing phenomena as compared to nitro group. So ultimately 7 positions is favored by electron withdrawing moiety, and if you have the electron withdrawing property of group or moiety in a higher fashion, then definitely the potency is increases accordingly. Similarly, the other compounds, which is not the congener type of things, or which not completely analogs, but there may be some modification is occur, like clonazepams, which having a nitro change at 7 position, and oxazepam where also chloro change. But apart from that, they also having different substitutions on different location. But if you look for the equivalent dose, the clonazepams is having a much high potency, that is 0.5 milligram equivalent dose, as compared to the oxazepam, that is 20 milligram, which is also suggested that the electron withdrawing phenomena somehow increase the potency of the compounds. The another one is B ring, where we can go for different modifications. The possibility is that this B ring is having a 7 members, means they contain 7 atoms. Out of that 7 atoms, 5 are carbon atoms and 2 are the nitrogen atoms. So ultimately, for the activity, this 7 member ring is essential, as well as they also contain the nitrogens, which is 2 nitrogens. So they give the diazepam type of ring system. So in that conditions, they can bind on the benzodiazepines receptor, which is benzodiazepines binding site, which is located in the GABAergic receptors. So ultimately, in this B ring, that diazepam ring is essential, but still there is the things we can go for some modification in this B ring. There is the different area. First is the number 1 position, that is nitrogen, where the hydrogen can be replaced by means of alkyl group or some other type of group. At the same time, the second position, where the 2 hydrogens are replaced by means of the oxo group or thio group type of things. Then the third carbon, where the R3 positions, we can go for changes this R3 position by means of the polar group or by means of some non-polar groups, as well as we can also go for modification on this double bonds. So we take one by one how we can change the double bond. This double bond can be converted into saturations, means it converted into dihydro form, means ultimately this double bond is changed to saturation form, and maybe there is a possibility to shift this double bond in between from 4 to 5 position to 3 to 4 position. So in that both conditions, the activity is decreases. Like this is the double bond positions, and there is changes is possible. Yeah, this is somehow saturations take place, and in that condition activity is decreases. Then another case where we look for the changes on the C2 positions. Actually, the oxygen giving the optimum activity, but this oxo group also change with the thio group. So in that conditions, the compound retain the property of sedative hypnotic, but the activity is somehow moderate as compared to the oxo group, because this oxygen is play crucial role in the hydrogen bond formations with the receptors, and ultimately by virtue of that they stabilize the system. So that can be sulfur or oxygen, but oxygen is much more favorable at this position. See the compounds, that is having a sulfur on C2 position and oxygen on C2 position. Although this sulfur enhance the half-life of the compound as compared to the oxygen, because rest of the molecule is remain same, only changes is occur on the sulfur or C2 position, which is sulfur, or the oxygen. So ultimately they change the half-life. If it is oxo derivative, then they are having a shorter half-life as compared to the thio derivative. Then the another thing which is the changes which take place on the N1 position, means we can do the modification on N1 in the form of alkyl group, and when we do this modification with a small alkyl group, then the compound retain the activity. But if go for the bigger substitutions, then their metabolic pattern is changed and the activity is somehow subside. Apart from that, there is the possibility of expansion of the ring as well as the modification on this fifth positions. We take these two things. Just see, if we change the hydrogen by means of methyl group, then the compound is called dimetazepam, and without methyl group it is called nitrazepam. If we look for the other profile, the T half of non-substituted compound, definitely it is quite high, that is 26 hours, while this undergo for alkylation by means of methyl, then it is having a T half of 18 hours. And if you look for viability, the viability is unsubstituted compound having a somehow low viability. But if you look for methyl, ultimately non-polar area is increases, and by virtue of that it might facilitate the transportation of this compound, and that's why the viability is increases up to 100% or approximately 100%. Similarly, if you look for onset of action, nitrazepam also having a rapid onset of action, but if you compare with dimetazepam, the onset of action is rapid and fast. This is having a completely much faster onset as compared to the nitrazepam. Then the things is that we can go for modifications on this two area. So ring capable of, we can just go for the expansion of this thing in the form of fuse ring. We can able to retain the activity if we fuse the ring system which are having capability to find a hydrogen bond with receptor. So they might having a some lone pair of electron. So in that conditions they retain the activity. So here there is the two possibilities there. One is the triazole analogues. This triazole analogues is having capability to form a hydrogen bond. It may be this nitrogen or that nitrogen. This having a lone pair of electron, and this lone pair of electron is behave in a similar fashion as oxo group which present on the C2 position. So they found a hydrogen bond, and that's why they retain the activity. So this is triazole analogues. At the same time, we can replace this ring by means of imidazole. So in this condition, again this nitrogen having a lone pair of electron, and they also having a similar type of phenomena as the oxo group which are present on the C2 position, and they also having to form a hydrogen bond, probable hydrogen bond with the receptor site. And if you compare the pattern of their half-life as well as their potency and their onset of actions, so ultimately this derivative is called the alprazolam, and this alprazolam having a average half-life of 13 hours, while the midazolam having a average half-life of 3 hours. And the onset of alprazolam is intermittent, while midazolam is rapid. And if you look by the potency, this alprazolam is quite potent when we compare with the clozapam or we compare with the diazepam. Generally, the another possibility is that we can go for the modification on C3 positions. It is in the form of R3 group. So take a look of that. Substitution with alkyl group at position 3 decrease the activity, and substitution with hydroxy group does not. But if we change this position by means of hydroxy group, then the activity is quite retained as the unsubstituted compound or unsubstituted analog. But the hydroxy group is prone towards the glucuronic acid conjugations, and that's why they can having a shorter half-life as compared to the unsubstituted compound, because the different type of benzodiazepines derivative is undergo for the phase 1 transformation on predominantly on this C3 positions, and in phase 1 they go for the oxidation and they incorporated the hydroxy group, and subsequently this hydroxy group is undergo for the glucouronic acid conjugations and excreted in the urine. The example of these substitutions, this is diazepam and this is temazepam. The diazepam having a half-life of 46 hours and this temazepam is having half-life of 11 hours. Only difference is that here it is unsubstituted one and here it is having a hydroxy group on the 3 position, and due to that it can be easily undergo for glucouronic acid conjugations, and that's why it having a shorter half-life as compared to the diazepam. Next is the 5th position, where we go for the modifications by means of some phenyl ring system or aromatic system. But actually on this 5th positions we can also go for heteroaromatic substitutions like the pyridine, and in that conditions the activity is retained or they favor for the hypnotic sedative activity. But apart from that, when we incorporate the phenyl group, the new areas are generated where we can go for the modification like that 2 positions, 3 positions, 4 positions, 5 positions and 6 positions. So generally electron withdrawing group at 2nd position and at 6th positions favor for the activity. So in both cases, if monoartho substituted or diartho substituted, increase the activity. But if we change the 4th position by means of electron withdrawing group, then these substitutions decrease the activity. So ultimately more favorable place where we can go for changes, that is 2nd position of this phenyl ring and 6th position of this phenyl ring. So we take the example of these things, that is bromazepam, where in place of phenyl we take the pyridine ring system, and they are giving the activity as well as their half-life is 30 hours. The next is the summary of structural relationship of benzodiazepines. So ultimately This is the key structures where different areas are there when we go for the modifications. So first things, if we take one by one, R3 we already discussed, substitution with 3-hydroxy group, the activity is equivalent to without 3-hydroxy group. Then 3 without 3-hydroxy group polar ready convert to the excreted glucouronate conjugation, and definitely duration of action is reduced or their half-life is decreases. Without 3-hydroxy group, non-polar undergo hepatic oxidation and active metabolites is obtained, and due to that the duration of action is increases. If you look for R2, the oxo group is much more important to retain the activity, but hydrogen acceptor group also increase the activity. One to fuse triazole or imidazole ring increase the activity. Similarly, the ring fusion on this diazepine systems is capable of hydrogen bond form and may be able to increase the activity. So generally, the triazole or imidazole ring is favor for the substitutions because they are having capability to form a hydrogen bond as carbonyl which present on the C2 positions. Similarly, what type of modification is carried out on this N1 position? If we are not going for the fusions, then only the small alkyl group favor for the activity, that may be a methyl type of things. And here we already explained the aromatic ring increase the activity as compared to the heteroaromatic, means if this phenyl can change by means of pyridyl, then by means of piperazanyl, by means of pyrimidanyl, the activity is decreases. And similarly, the key area is the 7 carbon of these benzodiazepine rings where electron withdrawing group favor for the activity. And again on this phenyl rings the activity is increases in the form of phenyl substitution and in the form of pyridyl substitutions, and only these 2 and 6 positions with electron withdrawing group favor for the activity, while 4 position with electron withdrawing group decrease the activity. Thank you.